Oh, this match is so much better than I remember it being.
It's really great. It's really got good real fast.
I'm dying!
My name is Luke Owen, and I love bad wrestling. Join me on my journey through a cavalcade of crapness, watching what many believe to be the worst wrestling matches of all time, to make my friends and you fall in love with bad wrestling too. This is my quest to find the worst match ever.
Welcome to Worst Match Ever. I am Luke Owen, DAD. I'm joined by Tempest.
Every time you start this, I think you're going to say worst, and then I'm going to have to say match, and then you're going to have to say ever.
That's exactly what I think as well.
Do you want to try that?
Go on.
Welcome to Ever. Sorry, welcome to Worst.
Tables.
Chairs.
What are we watching, Luke?
I went to the police. Like a good American, Ollie and Luke were brought in for watching the Royal Rumble without me. And the judge said that this wasn't a crime. Not a crime. I stood in the courtroom like a fool. And those bastards, they smiled at me. I said to my wife, for justice, I need to go to Don Dom.
Why did you go to the police? Why didn't you come to me? Oh, wait a second. Have you seen my vape?
Your what, Don Dom?
My vape? God, I need my vape. Anyway, what is it you want me to do? That I cannot do.
I'll give you anything you ask.
I understand. You found paradise in America, had a good trade, made a good I really do need to find my vape. Do you have a vape I can have a puff off?
Isn't this a workplace? I'm not sure you're allowed to vape in a workplace.
I don't know the rules. Anyway, as I was saying, you didn't need a friend of me, but now you come to me and you say, Don Dom, give me justice. But you don't ask with respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather. Instead, you come into my house on the day of my daughter is to be married, and you ask me to do murder for money. No, seriously, I need this vape. Is it under the table? Have a look under the table.
Don Dom, have you ever tried Fume?
What's Fume?
Fume is an award-winning flavored air device that draws flavor to your mouth, not your lungs. It's a great way to satisfy your oral fixation with non-toxic flavors, free from nicotine or vapor, and it's safe to use anywhere. Fume's design is also about more than just flavor. It's an awesome fidget tool with magnets and clicks that help calm anxiety. You'll love how Fume feels, premium quality, sleek design, and perfect for taking with you on the go. Flavored air isn't like vaping. If vapor was compared to sticky soda, Fume cores are closer to herbal teas. Fume has lots of delicious flavors to choose from, like crisp, mint, and orange vanilla. With flavored air, you can satisfy your oral fixation through a passive diffusion system that utilizes no electronics, vapor, or combustion. Fume has already helped over 300,000 people build better habits. Try Fume today, and if you order the Journey Pack now using the code partsFUNknown, you'll get a free Fume topper, an awesome accessory to level up your experience. Go to tryfume.com/partsFUNknown or scan the QR code on screen.
My God, this is fantastic. And no nicotine as well. You can accept this justice as a gift on my daughter's wedding day. What did you want done again?
I want you to murder Ollie and Luke.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's quite extreme. But, luckily for you, I really like Fume.
Hello, Worst Match Ever fans. If you enjoy this show as much as I think you do, consider signing up to our Patreon at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where you can watch each and every one of these matches along with us, including the pile of garbage you're about to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This has been long requested ever since we started this show.
Love this.
This has been requested so many times.
Yep.
We've done the other worst Elimination Chamber match of all time. So now it's time we do the actual worst one.
Yes.
Holy God.
I just can't wait for that one moment where everything goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Because up until then, it's
Just the one moment?
Well, there's that one very significant moment where
yeah.
Dolph Ziggler's just pointing at people and telling them what to do.
Including the referee.
You go here. You go there.
Oh, Lord.
Wait.
Yeah, this is. I would say this obviously the ones that we won't do, like Jeff at Victory Road and the Jake the Snake at Legend of like Heroes of Wrestling and stuff. Like we won't do those matches, but they get requested a lot. This I think is like the most legit match that we would do that gets requested the most.
Yeah, I think that's about right. So Mark Henry comes out. Mark Henry, a surprise entry.
Yeah.
Good to put him out first.
Weird that they brought him out first. Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah, get the surprise out of the way. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's why I tell everyone what they're going to get before they unwrap it.
There was one year that I told my mom, I was like, listen, I really love how you do Christmas and everything, but I have some notes. I have some notes as to how we can make Christmas the best experience. Where I don't want the big present right at the start. If there's a big present, you save it a little bit. Let's build up to it a little bit. That's what we need here. You build up to the surprise of Mark Henry.
Yeah.
Surprisement.
I can't remember why Mark Henry was a surprise. Like someone got hurt.
What year is this?
This is 2015.
Because when you look at like the lineup of names, it literally could be 2015 or it could be 2007.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not true, because half of these folk weren't in WWE in 2007.
When did Sheamus come in?
2009.
All right, okay. Could be
Sheamus is
2009.
09. Wade Barrett is
wasn't in.
2010.
Yep. Dolph
Ziggler,
technically was surely as...
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, technically he was a cheerleader at the time.
was.
Yeah.
But he became Dolph Ziggler in 2008. And I forget who else is in this stupid match. R-Truth.
Yeah.
R-Truth was still in TNA in 2007 with Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, then
So what
2008
you're
goes back.
So what you're saying, Luke, is absolute bollocks.
All right.
That's what we're saying.
All right, I'll reevaluate then. It could
Yeah.
be 2015, it could be 2010, it could be 2016, it could be 2013, it could be 2019. It's like, because none of these lads really move.
Or it could be
in the position of-
2007.
The 2010s are a rough decade for WWE.
Well, I would
Yeah.
say the mid-2000s through to about 2022 is a bad time for the mid-card in WWE, where people just don't advance.
Yeah.
You are just there, and you're
Yeah.
just there forever. Occasionally, there will be lads that win the WWE Championship, but very quickly then lose it and just go right back down to the mid-card like nothing happened. Sheamus is an example. Kofi Kingston is one. Dolph Ziggler is one of them.
The Miz.
The Miz is one of them.
Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger. There's a bunch of guys that get pushed, Rob Van Dam, get pushed, but then just go right back down to where they were once they're like, but you're not Randy Orton, so I don't actually want to push you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how this match came about.
Yeah, and how R-Truth ended up in this match, really. Because he felt like at this time he was lower than the mid-card.
Yeah.
Well, is this a February chamber show?
No. So, I do know some bits of how this has all come together. So this show wasn't originally even supposed to be a pay-per-view. This was going to be a house show, but Daniel Bryan has to vacate the Intercontinental title, right? He wins it at WrestleMania and immediately has to give it up because he gets hurt the next day.
Yeah.
The injury that would ultimately kind of put a spanner in the works for a 2-year period of his career. So they have to determine what they're going to do with the Intercontinental title. So for some reason, they're like, let's do an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in May with this show that was going to be a house show. So these people all bought tickets to a house show, and then it turned into a pay-per-view.
What a treat.
That's mental.
So, like, I'm sure they weren't upset, and then they
Yes.
watched this match and went, I think I would have preferred the house show. But because this is a pay-per-view, this also leads to the main roster debut of Kevin Owens, because they need big matches for this show, so they do KO and John Cena the first time at this show.
That match is real good.
It's a brilliant match. One of Cena's best. One of KO's best as well. But there's like a lot of very weird like ripple effect type things just from this show turning into a show in the first place. I think there's another person that was supposed to be in this match that got hurt.
Yeah.
It might have been like Pac.
Oh, let's say mode.
or something. You know, like Neville had been called up just before this, and Neville and Wade Barrett are feuding over King of the Ring nonsense around this time. You know? There's stuff happening. I don't know why they wouldn't just run back the lineup from that Intercontinental title ladder match that was at WrestleMania that Daniel Bryan wins, but there's stuff going on, you know? But essentially, this whole show and this match and everything is just thrown together.
Oh, I'm King Barrett.
That's mad.
This is why it's things like this is what made me hate King of the Ring.
Yeah?
Well, that whole outfit there is really rubbish.
Look at that crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crown's terrible.
Dollar store crown.
It's like you win and all of a sudden you now just have to, your king is your gimmick for the next year and a bit.
Yep.
Or if you're King Booker, the rest of your career.
Yeah. But at least he, like, had fun with it.
Yeah.
You know, King Booker worked. I know a lot of people, like, remember Booker T more as King Booker
Absolutely.
for that year of his career than they do for just being Booker T.
I think King Booker is like one of the, actually, I think it's the best thing that he did do. It's the best thing he did in his WWF run.
By a wide margin.
By a wide
in
margin,
WWE
yeah.
career. You know, but, like,
Boosh.
But to be honest, I forgot that Wade Barrett ever was King Barrett.
yeah.
Completely forgot about that.
How did you do in the King of the Ring episode of Survival Series?
Not great.
I don't think you were on that one, were you?
Oh no, maybe
how bad
you
you did.
tested me afterwards, and then I was
Yeah.
like, you did test me afterwards, and I didn't do amazingly. I didn't do horrendously, but I didn't do amazingly.
Here he is, Captain Midcard himself.
Yeah.
Which means you go to TNA and win their world title.
Yes.
A decade later.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Dolph a lot of the time.
Well, it was really entertaining to watch.
He
very often,
was,
Dolph
but it's just
Ziggler.
like he went through this whole period of time, like sitting in 2014, where he kept like every time he came out being like, "They can hear you, they're listening," because he kept getting these big reactions. I was like, "They're listening," and I'm like, "They're just not.
They're
Yeah.
not.
They're just not though." But you really believe that they will, and it baffled me that you've been there for nearly a decade at this point, and you still think that they're going to listen and push you.
Why is his tights the Harley Davidson logo?
I don't
It could
know.
be from where this pay-per-view took place.
They're in Corpus Christi.
Is that the home of the Harley Davidson Hog?
You know, Luke, I don't know.
Well,
Tell you
one
what,
way to find
it's
out.
time to go to Google. Hold
Yep.
on. I've got the Google machine.
But no, you are right with Dolph Ziggler. Like, this is, I suppose, 6 months or so after the Survivor Series. You know, where he has his, like, maybe now moment with the Sting deal and his breakout performance, Soul Survivor, all this. And then he's just not.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's just one of the geeks.
Just one of the guys.
And they just-
No, it's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Is where the Harley Davidson motorcycle factory building was constructed in 1906.
I believe it's pronounced Milwaukee.
Which is Algonquin for the good land.
I did not know that.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
Yes, Pete, it is.
So we start off with Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler. All good. That's a pretty good start to this kind of match. You know, like I'm trying to remember who else is in this match already.
R-Truth's over there.
Yeah,
First
got
of all, make
R-Truth.
their entrance. Sorry,
Yeah.
who's in this match again?
Of the six of them, I think these two are probably my favourite.
I like that little dance that he
Because,
does.
Yeah?
But he's another guy. It's just
Especially
like,
this time.
There's another guy who's just like, oh yeah, you're just gonna be in the mid card forever now.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going any further than if you win the IC title and you lose it. 3 months later, you'll just be facing for it again, but with a different guy.
Yeah, it seems like WWE this time had a philosophy of like, well, what we've done is we put you in a really, really good position of like, you know, you're going to be now in the, main eventer potentially. And then we've decided not to do that, and now we're going to blame you.
And it's actually your fault.
Yeah, you've done that. Oh, Dolph Ziggler, you had a great performance in Survivor Series, incredible performance, in fact. So Soul Survivor, amazing, brilliant, yeah. But what we're going to do is we're going to not do that.
Your problem, Dolph, is that you're not John Cena.
Yeah.
And that's your fault.
Your name's Dolph Ziggler, even though it isn't really. We called you that. And You can't have somebody called Dolph Ziggler, doing well. So I'm sorry.
Dolph.
He really was from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
They called him Dolph Ziggler.
yeah. I mean, just
He did his best.
He did a very good job considering.
I was a Dolph guy.
I was a big
Right,
Dolph
yeah.
fan.
I'm a big
Hashtag
Dolph fan.
heel.
His feud with Zack Ryder over the U.S. title, that was like the first time I cared about a mid-card thing, like, ever.
Again, like that could be from any year.
Yeah. Yeah, it really can.
Like Dolph Ziggler having a feud over the US title could be any year.
Yeah.
But it's most likely the year when Z True Long Island Story. Well, I say the year, probably a year after Z True Long Island
No,
Story.
that was, honestly, for that moment, it all worked out. Z True Long Island Story culminates in December of 2011. The end of that year, like he starts it in February, gets really over. They give him the U.S. title, and he wins it from Dolph Ziggler after they'd actually done a very good little YouTube rivalry. They were just cutting promos on each other, and it was actually pretty good. They cut their own highlight pack because they weren't going to get the vignette deal.
Nope.
They put it on Z True Long Island Story, and it was good. Then they had an opening match, and everyone loved it. Zack won. It was this great thing. And they took the belt off him 3 weeks later.
Yeah, because he got himself over.
Yeah,
and he's
what an
not,
asshole
And
he is.
exactly, what a dick. He got actively punished for getting over.
That seemed to happen a lot under Vince. That was his sort of like
They
his
don't wanna
modus
push him.
operandi,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Like there was a show like during the height of Z True Long Island Story that was in Long Island, New York, and they did not book Zack for the show
Yep.
as punishment because he got himself over.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's so mad.
He was on Superstars.
Yeah. Here comes our truth.
R-Truth.
Here we
Now,
come.
we were talking about this mid-card and everything. Oh, he's beating R-Truth in the pod. We were talking about this. A moment ago, I looked at the people that were actually in this match and went, holy no wonder this match is shit. This is 2015 You Look Stupid Sheamus,
Yep.
Yeah.
which
Yep.
is not a good time for Sheamus,
No.
character-wise or work-wise.
No.
He's not a particularly good wrestler at this point in time.
Does get to win the world title though.
Yep. You got R-Truth after he's become comedy goofball. You've got Ryback. Need I say more? And you have, on the verge of retirement, Mark Henry.
Yeah. This was never
See this there?
going to happen.
The little Totino's logo? It's a nice way to do a bit of a sponsorship for a match.
Yeah.
It's not the Totino's Elimination Chamber.
Might have helped it, though. Honestly. This is so bizarre. I can't remember which one goes on earlier in the show, because there's 2 Elimination Chamber matches on the show, right? There's this one, and there's the first ever tag team one.
Yes,
where
yes.
the New
I
Day,
remember that one.
the New Day retain the titles or whatever. And I can't remember which of these goes on last. But regardless, this is the last appearance of the original Elimination Chamber.
Oh, with the chain link floor and stuff.
Yeah, the grate. You get the
Yeah.
Whopper griddle marks on your back when you take a bump.
And Truth now making a little comeback here.
Man, this match.
For the most part, though, it's been like every mid-card WWE match. It's just you do a bunch of moves,
That's-
get some heat, and there's nothing
There's nothing-
incompetent about it.
Yeah, there's nothing offensive about this
No.
right now.
But who could care?
Oh yeah, who could care?
Yeah.
But
It's
that's the mid-card right there.
It's a nothing match for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the moment.
For the
very-
moment.
I can't wait till it's one of my favourite things I've ever
Sullivan's
seen.
having his own personal fireworks factory moment.
I just remember laughing so much when it happened. I watched it with my friend Pete in my house in Bristol, and I went, "Oh, it's all gone wrong, Pete, hasn't it?"
Bossman Slam.
Yeah. The Winds of Change, I think that was called.
You hear that? You hear the winds of change?
One of these days, I am really gonna let you teach that guy a lesson.
That's a Monsters Inc. reference in 2024.
all I ever
2025, pardon me.
Who
That's all I
even
was
says
thinking.
that?
It's
Who-
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Oh.
Randall goes to him and he's like, hear that?
It's the winds of change.
He walks away and Mike just goes, you hear that? You hear the winds of change?
Got him. It's everything. All I ever think of anyone someone said winds of change. You hear that? You hear the winds of change?
How do you come back from that? Yo, he's done. He ended you. Your career is over.
If you are a mid-card guy in WWE in 2015 and you're calling one of your moves the winds of change, you are absolutely f***ed. You are not getting a push. Because that is you trying to send a message. Oh no! Oh no, the pod's open.
Dear.
But like bullets can't. Oh
dear.
oh dear. Mark?
You know, you got to go back in.
Yeah, just go
But
wait
it says
there.
no disqualification.
You wait there, sir.
But I want to. I guess I should come out.
Yeah, I think you just gotta wait there, sir. Nope.
Oh, just
oh no, you're just getting in.
yeah,
Cool.
I'm
All
just
right.
gonna come
Yeah.
in. Hello.
Oh, hey, yep, you're in the match now.
I tell you, a deer in the headlights would say to another deer in the headlights, "You look like a Mark Henry in an elimination chamber."
And now here comes the countdown
Here we
timer.
go. Oh,
I hope it was Mark that was next.
and I hope they changed it if it wasn't.
Oh, here you go. His name's still there, but we're only picking one of the two now.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what would have made more sense.
Hey, it's right
You
back.
know? Would it make more sense to have it up there or not?
Yeah, it's so.
Oh, it's all right, guys. I think we can figure this out. It's Ryback and Mark Henry. We could definitely figure this one all out. It's all going to come up Millhouse eventually.
Oh, yep.
And much like the whenever you see Ryback, do you always just think of, I'm dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I do. This guy.
Oh. Cool.
He's so.
Just pushed him over. Just
I
push.
I bought a pay-per-view because I thought he's going to win the WWE title.
Yeah.
He's going to win the WWE Championship over CM Punk.
It was that year. It was like 2012. And I remember Jericho went on a podcast and went just like, yeah, well, maybe he does win the WWE title. And then guess what? You got a new guy. And then he goes to WrestleMania. Maybe faces The Undertaker. And then he beats The Undertaker. And I was like, I think Chris Jericho has lost the plot. I think he's lost his mind. Man.
That would not have been the right move. And like, we bought the pay-per-view we bought the pay-per-view being like, how are they just going to get out of this situation? Because Punk ain't losing. Because he's going to get beat by The Rock in January. So, you're not just going to beat Ryback. What are you going to do? Oops.
Okay.
That was nice.
That was
Stand there,
very
Mark.
nice.
Mark looks like he's glitching.
Oh, Mark has
The
very
AI's not
much
working.
glitched out. He doesn't quite know what to do.
Hey. What? He's just like, wait
Yeah.
Just come on.
Do anything.
Just wait
Pick
for him up. Do
R-Truth
something.
or something.
Do something.
Kick our truth. No, don't interrupt an elimination. Why would you do that in an elimination chamber?
There's another man stood right behind you.
Mark Henry there. The person who was playing this Mark Henry was like, actually, sorry, I've got a phone call. Let me just put my back down and say, hello? No, I'm not interested in your car salesman. So get out of here. I don't need insurance. No, get off the phone. Right,
The
okay,
AI
I'm
is just doing
Oh.
this.
Sorry, I'm just going to break up your pin now.
Oh my God. Oh, this match is so much better than I remember it
It's
being.
really great. It's really got good real fast.
I'm dying.
Oh no, he's now got the red pad. That's dangerous.
Mark Henry's been wrestling for 20 years.
he didn't just look around at R-Truth, who's just been on the floor for ages as well, for no discernible reason.
There we go. Could this be it? Could this be elimination? It is. Wade Barrett is out.
Enjoy that new gimmick of yours,
Yeah.
King. Out you go.
was one of
Hey,
the more
Sun Guy
competent guys.
again, front row.
That was one of the more competent guys that we had in the match. Better get rid of him first.
Yeah, oh, you got to get rid of him. He's
Oh
really,
my God.
he's
Oh, it's
really-
happening.
Oh, here we go. Okay. I don't know what to do.
All right, guys. Okay.
You guys don't know what to do. Look,
You go over
why
there.
don't you go over there and you? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna. Okay. I can't believe I haven't told you what to do just yet.
Has everyone got phone calls? Did everyone get...
They're all like crabs walking around.
Let's go!
Oh my God.
Feeling each other out. Feeling out
Incredible.
the process.
Woo! I'm lightheaded. This match is a masterpiece.
And yet somehow Mark has run out of ideas.
Oh yeah. He really
Like, Dolph gave him some
Oh.
instructions and he's already run out of ideas.
Mark Henry's been in one of these matches before.
Yeah, he knows how to do this. Surely.
He's been like, Mark is a guy that when he won the world title, I was like, oh, you're sure with Mark? He's been doing this for a long time and he's not very good at it. Then all of a sudden the Hall of Pain thing was awesome. It was so good. And then the second that was over,
Back to it.
back to it. Oh no,
no.
Sheamus is stuck. Oi, come on, fella.
I can't unlock it. It's stuck.
Help me.
Why
Get me
is
outta
it
here.
stuck?
Bro, kick your way out.
They're just talking to each other. Fight!
Why are they just having a chat?
Dolph, what do I do now? What do I do next?
I don't know, Ryback.
Let's just try some pins.
There we go, a pinning sequence.
Did he get him?
I don't know.
That was a
One,
3, wasn't
two,
it?
Nope. Just try another pin. Nope.
And now let's stop again.
Oh, it's down here.
Now more
Look
talking,
at
more
that
pointing.
guy.
We need to wait until Sheamus comes out before we can do our next series of spots.
Oh my God.
Has everyone told Mark this?
Does anyone know about improvisation?
I don't think.
Yes, and.
I don't think I've ever seen a WWE match fall apart.
And it
I mean,
really is
to
just
this
falling
stage.
apart.
Like people, have they never worked a match where they haven't worked out everything?
Referee
they're
got
doing?
away.
We got to get him out of here.
Yeah,
we got to get Mark Henry out of this match. We
Clearly
got to
was-
do it now.
I think Mark's the
It
problem.
was meant to be there right at the end.
That's it, right back to the chant.
Oh God.
Like, I can understand like your plans for the match falling apart and everyone kind of having to be like, we need to communicate what we're going to do to each other. Mm-hmm. That does not mean you stop and have a football huddle. And go, okay, you go over there and you do this, whatever. And also, for f***'s sake, this is not that complicated.
No, it's really
Just punch each other.
Just punch each other for a bit. Maybe do some little moves here and there. You don't have to do anything too complicated or too unsafe. You just need to keep on punching each other. You know, treat it like a rumble when you're just kicking somebody into just pushing their face into the corner for a bit.
I do want to just stress again, this all fell apart because Mark Henry came out a bit early.
Yes,
and
bit early.
That is it.
Yeah, because this Sheamus spot, that's all deliberate, right? That he can't get out. Or
I guess.
I think because doesn't he do the thing where he's put? Well, we'll see in seconds, I'm sure. Where he's like put his cross in there or something. I can't remember. But I don't know whether that was covering for the fact that maybe the door
right
broke.
back. You could waste so much time doing a delayed vertical suplex.
Yeah.
You could have had a full conversation with Dolph about all the spots you wanted to do during that bit, rather than just standing there being like, "Hey, Ryback, do you want to come do this bit next?"
Dolph Ziggler, with all of his blood in his head, is more intelligent than a regular Ryback. So it would be. God.
Come on, Sheamus. Time for you to get out now,
Maybe
bud.
his door was stuck. I don't actually know the story.
No,
This
look at
match
this.
is
Look, he's laughing.
cursed.
He's laughing. Ha ha
Oh,
ha.
yes.
We figured it out.
I decided to put this in here, and I've taken it out now for no discernible reason.
How did that block the door open?
I have no idea, bro.
Because the door goes that way.
Yep.
So if it had just fallen.
He
The
could
door
have
was still
stayed in
open.
there. He could have stayed in there the entire match.
So that was planned, and yet it really made everyone seem more confused. Which,
Didn't it just? Though?
Yeah.
It felt like they knew that the match had broken down so much. They were like, we can make this spot look even more real by just pretending that the match has fallen down even more than it already had
I
done.
think that's exactly what they did, which is a mad idea.
Man.
But like, also, why would you come out now if you're Sheamus? Why wouldn't you wait until the last person? Why would you?
Great
That's
question.
that's the smarts right there, Sullivan.
Yeah, well, that's it.
He's the thinking man's wrestler. Everyone's down now. This is how 3 guys for me to pin rather than 1. Ergo, tripling my chances of winning.
Oh, look at Mark Henry's big
Oh
neck.
no.
His big back of his neck.
World's strongest slam.
Oh,
Sheamus
lost
gets out of
him.
It is the end of this year where Sheamus wins the WWE title, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, because he wins Money in the Bank, right?
He does.
Yeah.
Like a month after this, if that.
Yeah.
I think it's like 2 weeks after this, actually.
Because I was in... was I in New York then? When did he cash it in?
Survivor Series.
No, I was not in New York then. He was WWE champion when I was in New York because I watched the WWE pay-per-view like in the time frame where where I wasn't taking
TLC.
Yeah.
He beats Roman and then loses the next day. Yeah. Mark Henry has been
Mark
eliminated.
Henry is now out the match.
That guy then, yeah! Get over there, Mark!
Oh my God.
See, maybe Sheamus did make the right call getting in now. Look how smart he looks. You eliminate Mark Henry. He's the world's strongest man.
Now he's just got Ziggler. What, is R-Truth still in the match?
No, he got eliminated.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So he's just got Ziggler and Ryback now.
Yeah. And Ryback's fine.
Yeah.
That's a generous fine.
There is someone I'd trust to be in this match. It's probably Ryback.
No, I can't agree with that. But like, I want to go back to what you said, Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you could just go to the corner with these guys and like kind of glom them a little bit.
It wouldn't look good.
Like, anybody who's ever seen even anybody who just saw this cage, just if there's 4 of you, pair off, go to the outside bits, throw each other into the chain.
Yeah.
That's it.
Into the chain, put their head in the deal, throw them into the pod that's already broken.
Yep.
There are so many things you could do, and all of them would be better than just, all right, man, you go over there. Mark, stay there! For the love of God, Mark, don't move! You'll only make it worse.
Here comes Dolph. He's firing back.
Oh.
This will get me a push. Nope.
From here on in, I have no memory whether this is all right or just very, like, it gets...
No,
does it get worse, or is it...
It's like the start of the match, where it's every WWE mid-card
Yeah,
match.
yeah, where it's just now, it's gone back to boring.
It's because we got rid of Mark Henry.
Yeah.
He was the glue.
Man.
Me.
This is why, like, when I see this now and I'm just watching these lads wrestle, I'm like, oh, this is why I did not care about WWE for, like, so long.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah.
This is a bad year.
Yeah,
like, they're all bad years, you know? But 2015 was a bad time.
Yeah, it was really bad.
And yes, I think 2019 is worse.
Yeah, 2019's worse. 2019
Not of
is
appreciation.
horrible to a level hitherto undreamt of.
Did you seriously just say hitherto undreamt of?
But, man, outside of WrestleMania, because WrestleMania in 2015 is really good, Heist of the Century, all that. Outside of that, this was like the worst it had been.
Yeah, that's a really good WrestleMania.
And then it's like every year it just keeps getting worse.
I really do think there is a fun podcast series in looking back at 2019, like week by week.
Yeah? You want to do it?
No. I'd like someone else to do it. I could listen to it. Bro kick. Is that going to be Dolph out of the match?
Elimination?
Poor Dolph. This is what you get for
1,
quarterbacking this
2.
match.
There you go, Dolph. This Dolph, how did you never learn? Why were you there for so long?
Yeah.
This is sort of it. Like, I don't ever want to say, oh, they should do this, they should do that with their careers. It's their lives. You know, I'm sure he was making really good money and all that. But if Dolph wanted to be a top guy, he needed to go the Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes route.
Really did.
He should have left like this year and gone to New Japan.
Yeah.
You know?
That would have been
Or
great for him.
do a run in TNA, do a run on the big indie circuits, go to PWG,
WCW,
do Ring of Honor,
WCPW.
WCPW at the
He'd
time.
have got booked.
Do all of that. And he did it 10 years later.
Yeah.
And he did it just like,
It's now
Too late.
Too late now.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I don't see him coming back and having that Drew McIntyre Cody
No.
No.
thing.
And like
ever now.
he is currently the TNA World Champion. I guarantee you there are some people in the comment section of this video that did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, there definitely will be.
God, he looks stupid, doesn't he?
I didn't hate this Sheamus look.
That's because you're mad, Luke. He's got little beads in his beard.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like a little pirate.
But is he a pirate or is he a modern day man? He's not a pirate, is he? And Byron.
Oh look, Bryan Danielson's here.
He's just sitting there looking grumpy.
Has Bryan Danielson been there the entire time?
He has been there the entire time.
Why didn't the camera show that Bryan Danielson was there? Why didn't he quarterback this match? If there's anyone that could have fixed this, it'd have been Bryan Danielson.
Go to the side of the cage and be like, Mark!
Mark, go over there!
It'll make more sense.
Furious.
Oh, he's watching the worst match he's ever seen in his life. Oh my God.
But don't worry, it's this era Sheamus and Ryback. That's who's going to win. I don't remember who wins this. I don't remember. Oh, look at.
Oh my God.
Feed me more.
2015 Ryback as well.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
way past the period of him being over.
No one cares.
Yeah.
He's like, what, second or third man gone on Team Cena before this?
Yeah.
That Survivor Series deal. Not Dolph, who wins this fucking thing. Oh, let me get my stupid chain again. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
This match is so funny.
What has happened? This match has got incredibly boring.
It's getting sloppy again, though.
Yeah.
We got rid of Dolph.
The other glue.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Imagine taking that bump for this match.
Oh, that is dumb as
Man, I tell you,
1, 2.
I would never in a million years take that bump.
No.
This is why they put the pads down.
Horrible.
It is. And you know what? It's like, when Elimination Chambers were men and all that. Whatever.
Elimination Chambers.
Slowly and thing. It's just like, they went woke the following years.
You know, like, that's a good bit and everything.
6 men inside of a man. Made of steel, 4 pods inside the man.
I mean, still a great
Sorry.
chains.
Carry on with your thought.
I do get it.
Yeah.
I would never in a million. I would take bumps into barbed wire, into thumbtacks. You could probably convince me to take a bump into fire before I would take like a choke slam on that grate.
Yeah.
I guess Sheamus is back, man.
Yeah.
Horrible. To be fair, it was rough already before he went into the ring. He already had like a few welts on his back.
Remember when Rusev was walking around on this, and like that was in a period of time when he didn't have any boots on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Umaga does the same thing in one of them. You know?
I would trust Umaga to do it though, because I think that man was like hard as nails.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he probably didn't even notice.
Have you seen, there's like an interview clip where the Usos are talking about Solo, and he starts wearing his boots because he was walking to the ring. He's like, my feet hurt.
Which is fair, but it's so funny that he said it.
Very not Solo Sikoa. Shell shock.
Like, well, this is the problem with WWE's mid-card, right? This is why nothing is matters at all. He did the big move on the outside, did another big move on the outside. Ryback just got up and hit his finish and won. So what was the point of either of the moves then? Like, they don't build to anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing. This is just stuff happening. And then one of them wins.
Man, I tell you, Dave Meltzer gives this match 2 stars in the Observer. I have no idea what match he watched. That's like a -3-star match.
Yeah, that's extraordinarily
Do you know what
generous.
that is? That is Dave doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because like, at least when he was doing all those -2-star things for WCW, he actually cared about wrestling at that point. He cared about like the product that was being put out. There's nothing to care about with this product right now. So it's just like, he probably like, it's 2 stars. Like looked at the lineup and was like, wrote down 2 stars before it even happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it's every WWE mid-card match.
Yeah.
If you put Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston on a Extreme Rules 2014, 2 stars, 2 3/4 stars.
Well, again, this is a match of just a series of events.
Yeah.
But then also one of the events was that there were no events.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, we did have a little bit of a discussion off mic at the end of the last episode record about the old Raka Khan match.
Yes, there is that.
Yeah.
You know?
We feel this is probably slightly too high on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think it should be underneath Bray and LA Knight?
I think it goes here.
Me too.
I, at the time, objected slightly to the NWO War Games match being more fun than this. I kind of get it and everything, you know, because of the Ultimate Warrior and the smoke and all the tomfoolery of it
No,
all.
you're right. We should put it back.
But the way that it's all just kind of worked out, like, this is more fun
Yeah,
than this.
absolutely. I think
And
that
this
was
is
the one.
more ridiculous than this.
That's what tipped me over the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think actually this match could be below Scott Steiner versus Triple. It could actually be in that gap potentially.
Because I think I preferred this match here, the War Games match, to this chamber match.
Yes,
Um,
this was more boring, but then it was funnier.
It's
Yeah.
really
You're
funny.
absolutely right actually, because this is just like this is a bit of a mess, but I don't think it's a really funny mess.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a funny mess.
Yeah, so maybe we bump that up.
I think it
Uh,
does
yeah.
go in the middle there between War Games and Bray and LA
At
Knight.
least this is short,
Yeah,
know?
which does count towards it. But I
I don't know how funny it really
no,
is.
I think
But
it's
that's the thing. The Bray
you
LA
know.
Knight thing isn't terribly funny. This really made me laugh.
Like-
how does that look to you guys?
I don't immediately hate it, because I could also make an argument that it should go like right f***ing at the top, just from sheer like, you're all supposed to be professionals.
Yeah.
How did you let this happen?
Yeah,
You know? But it's really funny.
it is really funny. It's so funny when it happens.
You know?
It is
Maybe
good.
it does go below Bray.
I
Because that isn't.
It is long though.
Yeah.
It is long. There are boring
The
sections.
bookends of it are well boring.
Yeah,
but
when
that
it's just
section in
being
the
a
middle is
normal match.
very funny.
Yeah.
If it was just that section, I would say yeah, it's down in this area here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's boring bits either side of it.
Yeah.
There's a boring prologue and epilogue.
Yeah.
I'm happy with where it is. I think you can make a solid argument
Yeah.
any which way.
Yeah.
But if that's our list through the month of February 2025, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. We may come back to that.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know in the comments down below. We may come back to this.
Hmm.
If you want to watch us watch this match with the match actually on screen and we don't get blocked by WWE, patreon.com/WrestleTalk is the place to head, because that is exactly where we do that. So head on over there and support us over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where you also get a bonus and exclusive episode. It's that Triple H Scott Steiner one. Fun fact for you. And if you want to watch another one right this second, here's us watch the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight.
It's been a rough run of things.
Yeah, it really has. I think we could do with a fun one next time.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think if you took the sponsorship out of this, and actually, there he goes.
He missed.
He missed.
Missed.
Explosion.
Pyro.
If you took the sponsorship out of this and had it that maybe during the match at some point the lights went out and then you see the face paint and he realizes, oh my god, I am the monster.